A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the number one offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Austin Mack. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Worthy. Got his man, and that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and you just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumble in the first place.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
7, Baylor, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. In the backfield, it's Miller. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Off play action on first down. Move to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Out wide left, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They wreck this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Worthy. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Gonna run it. It's Payne. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option.
Snags it, and he's open. Then got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. From deep, it's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying to establish the run. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Throwing Mack. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to pass, it's Mack. He's got the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Austin Mack finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The unproductive 1st down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Got a man, it's Johnson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Jesse, don't hold your breath, but I'm about to give praise to the QB. That's a really nice job. Seeing the 2-high safety in the middle of the field. Where is my matchup on this safety? Where did I get speed in space? He did a great job of seeing it and connecting down the field.
Wow, David, quarterbacks everywhere really appreciate you finally giving them due. You're right. That was a great job of holding the safety with his eyes and then finding a shot down the field against that 2-high look.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Pulls and fires complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion.
Caught, and he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right side, it's Thomas. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Worthy. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back in.
Looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Got his man. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Quick give. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Mack. Ball is loose. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Worthy. Fires to the middle. Caught.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Got his man out of the backfield. And that one did not work.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. From the gun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Beal. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here.
He's going for the big play. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He's brought down, but the offense is going to have another chance. This will be pass interference on the defense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Throwing Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Dangerous throw on that one.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Again, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the ground, it's Blaylock. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Second and long here. Quarterback will keep it. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. One more snap coming before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tulane taking on the ECU Pirates. And it's the Green Wave in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now back to your game in Waco. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. This offense is doing great. He's a little surprised, though, about the balance of the attack. They had expected their running back to dominate in this game, but it has been hard going. Step in, young, unproven quarterback who has played with composure and poise. He's really the star of this game so far. We'll see if he can keep it going here in the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Pulls it on the option. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football now.
It's complete. Touchdown Bears! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Austin Mack. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Throws it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Using his legs, it's Payne. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. Quarterback keeps it. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Left side is Coleman. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Worthy. Escapes the pressure going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Mack. Look out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Firing deep. Makes a grab for a big play. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Right at the line. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Sooners sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Calls his own number. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Bowman. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Third and long right here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Worthy. Fires to the wideout. And is incomplete on third down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing, Mack. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And I absolutely love it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Sends it back in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Austin Mack. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Looking for his man in the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Taking it the other way. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. They'll go play action with Mack. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the...
He's going to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Long way to go on second down. Mack makes the catch. It's Miller. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Again, it's Mack. Under pressure. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires immediately. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Touchdown Bears! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Quarterback changing the play. And back to the air on second down. Intercepted deep in his own end. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing, Mack. Out wide left, it's Porter. He's got enough for the first down, and he's out of bounds. 16 seconds left to get something done. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll need a bunch on second down. Moves the pocket. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw one first. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game.